What transpired? I know you addressed it, but what transpired? Your last
words. What the government is doing is completely wrong. You know, in Parliament,
you are the leader.
The speaker has a directive, and this was agreed upon with the security agencies, that when members of Parliament are needed for any such matter, they write to speaker. The speaker would arrange to release a member, and then in the speaker's conference room, they can do the interrogation or whatever they want to do. I don't understand why government is defying such arrangement with Parliament. So we are going to prompt Mr. Speaker of this happening. The Minister of Interior, who has responsibility for national security matters, who himself is a member of Parliament, would also be written to, because we don't understand this Rambo-style approach. When we know that in the 6th, 7th, and 8th Parliament, and in fact, even in this 9th Parliament, we've had such practice. What we saw here this morning really was in a very bad taste. To get armed police, bring NIB officials to come. Then no MP is safe, no politician is safe.
But do you feel this impunity has been breached one or the other?
His what?
Immunity.
But it is clear. Yeah. What they've done is a breach of privilege and immunity. It's obvious.
Leader, do we get the indication that they've written to the speaker? The speaker has agreed for him to be interrogated, and that has not been carried out.
If any letter had been written, it would have been brought to my notice. When a letter was written for Kwame A+ and the other colleague, you know, it came to light. This is similar to the Rambo style approach they adopted, you know, in attempting to arrest our brother from Akwetia. Anyway,
if it is clear that his immunity has been breached, the minority, what would you do?
The Rambo style movement.
So what will you invoke?
So I should tell you.
Thank you.
I wanted to arrest him and try to make a show of him for what, on behalf of the caucus, he articulated. And so you saw the entire leadership and members of the caucus come here, because he doesn't speak on his own. He speaks for the entire caucus. And so everybody was here. We had some good interactions, and there's clarity. Nobody will be intimidated. Okay? The minority has a right to raise issues and exercise oversight. Let's go this way. And that oversight will be exercised. And if we elect anybody to speak on any matter, that person speaks on behalf of the caucus. Now, even if the person is a whistleblower, and look at the Whistleblowers Act, Act 720, even if the person is a whistleblower, you are barred by law from intimidating that person. What is all of this about? Over 20 gun-wielding NIB officials here because the minority has expressed a position on a matter and has asked for public. When the MV Benjamin matter took place, a whole public inquiry, Georgina Wood was in the chair, a whole public inquiry was held to try and understand it. What is that the government is afraid of? For which reason, when the man speaks, then you send about 20 NIB gun-wielding. I'm sure you saw them, gun-wielding AK-47 cocked all over the place, wearing masks and hoodies.
Did they get access to his room? Did they get access to him as a person? How long have they been staying here before leaving?
Well, currently, they are not here. We were there with him and had some sort of interactions with them. I won't go into details of
with the NIB official.
Yes, we had some interactions with them. Constitutionally, you cannot just pick up a member of parliament like that. And more so when the caucus, the entire minority caucus, is holding a press conference on a matter, and I am elected to address it, or he's elected to address it, and you send about 20 gun-wielding, AK-47-wielding NIB officers to his house. For what? Because he raised questions about something and asked that the government should investigate something. And I'm telling you the precedent. MV Benjamin, public inquiries were held. So
I'm interested in what are the remedies for him if it comes out clearly that his immunity or his privileges.
Expressed in Parliament, a minority caucus expresses a position in Parliament, and you say the person who articulated it has vacated his immunity. Which law is that?
No, I'm asking, there's an established protocol that when you want to interrogate or arrest an MP, you need to write to the Speaker, seek his permission and all of that. If that is breached, what are the remedies for?
It's even a second matter. The first matter is that when the minority caucus expresses a position on a matter, we held a press conference on financial matters, others held press conference on other things. You don't go after the spokesperson of the minority. It has never happened in Ghana's history. Is this the change? That's number one. Number two, even when you need a member of Parliament, you saw quite recently, the Speaker wrote and told them that you have to come to Parliament and come and engage the person. Is that what you are seeing here? And that is why, as the minority caucus, we have had to object. Some engagements have taken place, and we are hopeful that the decent right thing will be done, but nobody will be intimidated.
Thank you. And
they are here. The officials of the NIB are here, so they should be answering that question, not me.
they should have.
We are a law-abiding citizens, and we are going about our duties lawfully. So if they have a reason to trespass or evade somebody's privacy, they should have a reason to explain that.
But at least
whether they have a warrant or kind of thing, they should be talking about.
But has Reverend given you the reason why he has guests in his house today?
Well, this is why he has guests in his house.
Well, we see the General Secretary here, General Secretary Justin Kodia. Can you tell us, I mean, your leadership in Parliament has spoken, but as a party, what is your position on all this?
Well, as a party, we fully support the position of the minority group, and as espoused by our minority leader. We are a country governed by a rule of law, not the rule of men. And as a member of Parliament, at least our Constitution, Parliament Standing Orders, talks about the processes or the procedure by which a member of Parliament can be invited. The first question we want to ask the current administration is, was that process followed?
No way. No.
Was that process followed?
No.
Why? In fact, the chaos this morning was needless, unwarranted.
What's your position on that?
Well, the position is what I'm telling you. Very unwarranted. At least, if indeed they were showing good faith, they would have gone through the process, the due process, written to the Speaker that the Member of Parliament is to be invited or wants to be invited to the State Security for interview or for questioning or for discussion or to help in the investigation. But not this Rambo style.
Is it your briefing that letter hasn't been written to the Speaker? If that doesn't happen, would mean that his immunity has been breached. What would the party do?
Well, at the end of the day, it's what we are doing today. That the due process has to be followed. The due process has to be followed. Has he committed any crime?
No.
But this time, we're expecting even the government to commend him. We're expecting the government to commend him.
Okay, we know currently that the NIB officials are in there. What exactly are they doing?
Well, they have left. At least they have come to the realization that what they are doing is wrong. It's illegal. It's unconstitutional.
Did they tell you why they are
But
here?
they were in there. What exactly did?
Well, we just put it to them. That is not a question about your superior asking you to come and take an illegal action. And we spoke to them.
Which superior is that?
Right? They will know. Whether it's the Director General, whether it's the Director in charge of operation, or from Jubilee House, or maybe for Osukwachi send them, they will know.
They've left here basically because they see that probably your numbers here are quite large. They don't know. If they pick him up later, if he's picked up later.
The issue is not about numbers. We can bring the whole party members here. If they are doing the right thing, they shouldn't be perturbed about the numbers. But because they know what they are doing is wrong, that's why they've left. So don't use the numbers as an excuse. But I want to assure them that the MPP, the Opposition New Patriotic Party, is united more than ever.
Yes.
And none of our members will be intimidated.
Never.
They can call so many people who will come and support them. There will be no intimidation. The due process must be followed. The due process must be followed. That is all.
General,